Enots Engineering, I'm Alan. Today I'll be making a replacement T-bolt that holds the vice on the milling machine. The old T-bolts that came with the machine are too long and prevent the vice from swivelling when I try to adjust the angle on the vice. So what I've decided to do, rather than cut these down to make them fit, I'll make a pair that fits the vice, and if in the future I need a longer bolt, I'll already have one in stock. So let's go into the workshop and see how we do it. I've just selected this piece of mild steel bar. I'm just truing it up in my 4-jaw chuck. The only reason I'm using the 4-jaw chuck is the length of this bar is about 8 inches long, and in the 4-jaw I've got about 4 inches in the chuck. The 3-jaw, it won't go in as far and it'll be sticking out about 1.5 inches further. So this is a bit more secure in the 4-jaw. I want to get 2 bolts out of this, so I might be able to do that in one go. But the first job obviously is to check the run out on the material and try and get it true. Each division on here is a thou. Over. So that's about, apart from the dent in it there, and then that'll do. I'm not going to get this running true because it's a rough bar. Run out's about 10 thou. Considering the finish on the bar, that's acceptable. What I'll need to do is come in 43mm long down to 12mm. 13mm. So I'm going to cut down to 12 but leave 13 at this end to give it a bit more strength. Did on 12mm, so I want to go a little bit below 12mm so I'm not stressing the die. And that's about 11.7 diameter. I'll just put a lead on the end for the die. Okay, I've got my die in this holder, which is just bore, matches this part in the tailstock, and a handle. This slides along the tailstock part. On the other end of this is a number 2 Morse taper, so it's held into the tailstock. I'll just wind it into the part, and then by using the chuck key I can turn the chuck. Some oil. As my parting off tool wasn't long enough to do the full depth, I'll finish it off with a hacksaw. Okay, that's the second one, and what I've done is put 3-jaw chuck on and put the first one in the 3-jaw chuck just to face it off and get the size to 10mm wide. That will do. Now all I need to do is I'll just take the edge off that with a file. I don't want to adjust my tool because I've already set it up. That's ready for the milling operation, and all I'm going to do on the milling machine is put 2 flats so this can go in the T slot. There's the second one, the first one. I've set up the part in the mill. I've got a little V-block on its side here holding it in the mill vise. I've got a 12mm carbide cutter, and I want to put a flat on this side and a flat on the bottom, and the distance between the 2 flats should be 24mm. gone down 2 millimeters. The diameter of this is 29.5, say, and I want 24 millimeters in the middle, so that's 5.5 mil to come off, 2.8 mil each side. So now I'll turn that round and do the other side. And now I'm using a lever indicator on a stand to set the flats parallel to the table. And here's a comparison of the old bolt on the left and the new bolt on the right. Now let's see how the bolt fits. Push the spoof off. Now this one is shorter than the original, so hopefully I can turn the machine vise round and undo the bolt. It just misses the vise. Well, that's another job done. Hope that was interesting. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time on Enots Engineering.